He's built like a left tackle. He's just going to be built like Charles Barkley at the end of his career.
Fun fact, Jake Matthews, the Falcons left tackle, was 304. Zion bigger than that motherfucker. But I just want to point that out. Zion bigger than Jake Matthews. I be dimmer.
I think Ja Morant, let me tell you why he's kind of being overrated. Because whether anyone know it or not, the fact is Ja Morant is looking real cagey to Zion's Greg Oak. And I think that's why he's getting the love that he's getting. I know he's great. I know that he plays an entertaining style of basketball, but I think that's got something to do with that. What y'all think about that?
Hey, let me say this before anybody goes. I don't know if y'all seen some of the commentary from some of the people, but they'll have this whole spiel about Ja Morant, and then they'll say, well, if they had to redo the draft, if you're the Pelicans, who would you pick? There are still people saying like, oh, I'd still take Zion. Like, I'd still take Zion with it. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I feel like that's just kind of crazy, but I understand where you're coming from. That's a good.
I just want to give him more years. I mean, how many years was Embiid off until like he became like essentially like a full-time player again? Like 3, right?
He didn't play until year 3. He didn't play till year 3.
That's
and
what I'm
in
saying.
that year 3, he played like 20 some odd games, and then year 4 is when he officially like played big time game.
Yeah, so my thing with Zion is like I get it, right? Like truly, like Ja Morant is like right now, Ja Morant is blowing Zion out of the water. But just seeing what, of course, but just seeing what Zion did in his second year, I'm just give me like 2 years, 1 or 2 years, and if shit still stays the same, I'll say Ja. But until then.
The only reason I can't get behind that theory, because which is true, in year 2, Zion was putting up 27 points a game. Zion was impacting the team. They weren't winning shit, but they were still exciting to see. He was still a fun player to watch. It's way different between giving Zion some time versus giving Embiid some time, because getting Embiid some time was purely his health, him trying to get healthy, him trying to stay uninjured. With Zion, it's a mix of health and weight management. There's no reason a guy in his 3rd year is having the problems that Sean Kemp had at the end of his career. Like he's built like a left tackle for the Falcons. I don't understand given that unless he comes in and you get the reports, you see he is clearly in shape and he's dedicated to his cardio and to his physical physique. There is no waiting. He's just going to be a big. He's just going to be built like Charles Barkley at the end of his career, and you're going to be wishing he was his Duke form. Like, I don't.
Well, I'm just saying Zion has at the very least shown that like he can possibly still get to Ja's potential. Like for real. Like dude was averaging 27 and 9. So
yeah, a lot of people.
It's a lot different in that case.
PJ, I hate you. PJ, I hate you so much. I hope your son grows up and he does everything you wish he wouldn't do. I really do.
Booga is so gross. Fun fact, Jake Matthews, the Falcons left tackle, was 304. Zion bigger than that motherfucker. But I just want to point that out. Zion bigger than Jake Matthews. I'd be dimmer damned. Nah, Zion, I mean, he's fat. We know that. If he loses the weight, he'd fuck with Ja, but he's not, so it's tough. What was the original question anyway? Ja being overrated. Who cares? It's fun.
6'5", 309. Damn, that is.
He's bigger than that motherfucker. I refuse.
Damn, that's crazy. But somebody told me today that Zion was in shape. We're just waiting on the Jones fracture. I think. Be on that look at that face. I think the other thing that's like that I'm worried about is like we're missing years of development right now. Type shit with Zion. So all that stuff you was saying be so like when you post the picture on Twitter or the video or repost the video on Twitter about how crazy he was going at Duke and X, Y, and Z. These are the years where they're supposed to be figuring it out, trying stuff, what works, what doesn't work, X, Y, and Z. If they're losing these years, I can't say. In a Jones fracture, I think that's that one. I think somebody else recently had that. That was like KD, but a Jones fracture is like a forever type thing.
But I'm just saying, if Zion comes back and averages, I don't know, the 28 and 9 he's capable of averaging, I can't look at that and say, and continues to be healthy for the rest of his career. I can't look at that and say, oh, they should have drafted Ja. Now, a lot of factors play into that, but I wouldn't go if that's what happens. I wouldn't go as far as to say that was the wrong draft choice, especially given the.
It just speaks to the things that you can't evaluate about a player when you draft them real high. You can't evaluate, and I'm not questioning whether the dude loved the game or not, but the question is, can you continue to love the game when you are blessed with just endless resources to do whatever you want with your time? So can you still love the game through that? When you can do anything you want, will you still put the work in to stay in shape? Will you still do everything possible to continue to get better, at your craft? And I know that about Ja. You see that, the guy, had to go, wasn't highly recruited, went to Murray State, from there, made it to the league against all odds. Zion's kind of the other direction. Oh, it wasn't if, it was when, when he gets to the league, he'll get there. He's here now. And again, I'm not accusing him of not putting in the work or anything like that, but it does speak to something like, as soon as you stop playing games, you blow up like a bag of popcorn. It's like, what's with this?
All right. That's a good point. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let's keep it a buck. If you like that clip, go ahead, check out this video right here on your screen, and we'll catch you on the next one.